Hello and welcome to another Let's Play Pokemon TCG Online. I'm Daniel, one of the hosts on the Reasons I'm Broke podcast, found right here on YouTube every single week. We're going to jump into our standard format matches as we build towards building a Tyranitar deck. At the very end, we'll open up some booster packs from the latest set, which is Ancient Origins. In the meantime, Chandelier and Gengar are going to help us get there. First opponent is Groove Hunter, who uses Psychic types. And look at that Pikachu coin. That is really cool. Gotta update ours someday. Alright, so we start off with 2 candles. Always like to start off with Gengar, but we'll take it. And they have a Phantump that they put out, and they're going to use Trainer's Mail. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck. You may reveal a trainer card you find there and put it into your hand. Shuffle the other cards into your deck. And they've got the sleeves from the Pokemon World Championships. They're immediately going to evolve into Forest Curse as long as this Pokemon is your active Pokemon. Your opponent can't play any item cards from his or her hand. So no Muscle Bands, no Energy Retrievals, no Rock Guards. So these 3 right down here are useless until we knock this guy out or put it down on the bench. There's the Hoopa EX, a full art Hoopa. That's from the latest set, which is Ancient Origins. When you play this card from your hand onto your bench, you may search your deck for up to 3 Pokemon EX. So they've got Gengars as well. They're moving quick. Holy shit. Double colors, they've got the Float Stone. That's immediately going to let them switch. And, alright, we... Why can't we evolve? Alright, we haven't gone yet, that's why. That's how slow we've been going right now. Trip over. Can't play item cards. Oh boy, that's it. 10 damage onto the Trevenant. The reason I didn't put it onto the Litwick on the bench is because, as I very well know, that Gengar could easily go after our bench because of the Night Attack. If you guys want to see a pro, this is it right here. Look how quickly they're moving. They're down to 31 already on their second turn. That's how quickly they're going through there. And I can't use any item cards. I can't attach the Rock Guard. I'm pretty much stuck here. I'm just going to put 3 onto the Trevenant and try to get rid of that ability, but that is it. That's all I did during my turn because of that item lock. Once again, you want to see a good player, this is it right here, Groove Hunter. They've got another Trevenant that they are getting ready to put out. Really disables us. All we can use is, well, Dimension Valley helps us too, but all we can use is supporter cards. And look at them, they're going right there. They can use trainers, they can use items, they can use supporters, they can really pretty much do anything, and they're going to knock out our Lampent with a Muscle Band. That's it. Switches right back into the Trevenant, which, again, blocks my items. And all I can do is just attack regularly with the trip over attack. Remember, I never concede the matches. I go to the very end. You got to knock me out. Stand proud, Litwick. And there's a Gengar for the knockout and the game. So a very quick loss right there. Defeats. Oof. It's alright though. Quick and somewhat painless. Alright, jump right back into another standard match. Don't forget to subscribe by clicking on the Reasons I'm Broke logo at the top right hand corner of the screen, where we will put up future unboxings. They have the advantage. They use a dark deck. And that's going to be Rob 35mm. Alright, looks like we will go first. And we do start off with a Gengar this time. Let's get some, let's try to get a better hand this time, and hopefully something that won't lock up our item cards. That's essentially the same as the Seismitoad, in which it locks up your items for your one turn, except for that Trevenant. It kind of stays out there and locks it every single turn. And with the combo they had going with the Gengar EX is they would just attack with the Dark Cord or attack Poisonous and switch over into the Trevenant, which is an awesome ability. Awesome strategy. Probably better than the one I use with Chandelier. But I love Chandelier so much. It's really gotten us out of a jam, and we're not really playing to win championships or anything. Although that is an awesome combo again. I really liked what they were doing. Oh, look at that. I'm jealous. They've got a Tyranitar deck. Looks like that's all we can do. Hammer In does 60 damage, and the Break Ground does 130. This attack does 10 damage to each of your own benched Pokemon. And we are weak against Dark types, so that's where their advantage comes. And I'm sure they probably won a couple more matches than we have. So let's see. They're going to use the Team Magma Secret Base. Whenever any player puts a basic Pokemon from his or her bench, onto the bench, put 2 damage counters on that Pokemon. They're going to attach the Muscle Band. Oh, Escape Rope. All right. Guess I'll put out Little Litwick. We've got the Shauna. We've got another Tyranitar EX they're going to put down. There's Dangerous Energy. That's what it was called. The Special Dark Energy. That basically does put 2 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon EX. Interesting. Alright, so let's go ahead and do Tierno. No rare candies. We're going to evolve into Lampent. And there we go. We're going to retreat for free. Put out the other Gengar. Do a Night Attack. Put 3 damage counters on the Tyranitar EX. We'll try to poison it up next turn. Try to get rid of it. Really rough with that Muscle Band down there. Hopefully they don't have well, they can't do a Spirit Link on this guy. But 1 double colorless energy would do 120, so 60, 80, 160 onto the Gengar EX. Alright, looks like that's it. So let's see what we can do here. Let's evolve into Chandelier. Put a double colorless energy onto the Gengar. Let's draw 3. We do get a couple more Gengars. I'm going to hold off on putting them on the bench because of the Stadium card that's currently in play. So we're going to do 40 damage onto Tyranitar EX, poison it up, put out Chandelier. So he's down to 100, and he does have a resistance against Psychic. There's the Escape Rope. Alright, so we have to choose someone. Put out Gengar, I guess. And they're going to put out Yveltal. Another Dangerous Energy onto him, and a Muscle Band as well. For 100 damage onto the Gengar EX. Brings us down to 50, they're down to 110. We have a Muscle Band of our own, so let's go ahead and put it on immediately and try to do extra damage onto it. And we'll feed, I'm going to hold off on putting an energy on the Chandelier just in case we're going to start putting it onto the Gengar EX. And Dark Corridor attack for 80 damage onto the Yveltal. Does not have a resistance, and we're going to put out Chandelier, which has 130 HP. Let me see what we have here. He's down to 20. He'll be knocked out next turn. Can they knock us out? Darkness Blade could knock us out, but I think we should be okay even with the weakness. So Chandelier should live another turn. Yep, alright, so 100 damage onto Chandelier. They're down to 10. They're going to be knocked out. Do we get a double colorless? We do not. Let me... Roller Skates, I'll take it. Let's go for it. We get one of them. So we draw 3. Come on, Dimension Valley. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Another Roller Skates. Don't get it that time. That's fine. So first we're going to get rid of their Magma Base. Now we can put down a couple of Pokemon, so we won't take the damage from it. And I'm actually going to Mega Evolve into Mega Gengar. And we're going to see what else we have here. Let's get another draw 3 right back with the Versus Seeker. There we go. Do a double colorless energy onto the Chandelier. We're going to do a Curse Drop, and that's going to be knocked out next turn. So we're going to put all 6 onto the Tyranitar EX. And we get a prize. At the very end of it, we will open up some Ancient Origins booster packs. And they end up putting out the Tyranitar with more health on it. And they're going to build up the other one in the meantime. There's the Ether that they're going to use. So they're going to get a Malamar EX. Oh, I hate Malamar because of that Hyper Hypnosis ability. There's an Escape Rope, right? So they're going to force us to switch. You know what? Gengar's already down to 30. Might as well put him out. So 120 damage onto the Gengar EX. They're going to get 2 prizes. There it is. So we are going to... What attacks could we use? That does 130. They have a resistance. Brings it down to 90. We can knock it out. Let's do it. Alright, so we're going to put out the Mega Gengar. We are going to draw 3. We're down to 23. We're going to put down Little Litwick. Do we have any basics? We just have 1. So we're going to save that energy retrieval. We are going to feed the Mega Gengar EX. And we're going to do the Phantom Gate. So we get to choose one of the attacks on their end. So we're going to do the Break Ground and do 130 damage. So 110 because of the resistance. That should be enough to knock it out. It's going to do 10 to each of our own Pokemon. Unfortunately, it's the cost that comes with it, but really wanted to get rid of their Tyranitar. So there's the Malamar that they're going to put down for now. There's a Muscle Band, and they won't attack. It's 100. How much did we do? 90? Let's do the Great Ball. We don't end up getting it. Flip a coin for each energy attached to this Pokemon, the 60 plus number. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. We're going to Lysander, pull out the Malamar. We're going to retreat, put out Chandelier. And we can still feed someone. So we are going to put an energy onto this Gengar EX. Now we can do energy retrieval, get 2 energies. I'm going to save that. Let's do the Curse Drop, and we're going to put them all on the Tyranitar EX. So that's down to 40. We should be able to knock it out next turn. And in the meantime, Chandelier is down to 20. It's going to be a close one. Really close. Alright, let's see. In the meantime, what kind of supporters can I get next turn? I can get that Lysander back, which is probably what I'm going to do. So there goes the Dimension Valley. They're going to replace it with the Team Magma base. And we'll knock out this Tyranitar. Alright, looks like that is it for them. Let's get that Lysander right back, just in case we need it. And we're going to put an energy, double colorless energy onto the Gengar. Curse Drop, 1, 2, 3. And 3 on the Malamar. So that's a knockout. And we get 2 prizes. We're down to 1. Malamar's down to 140. Fending Spell could still win us the game. They end up conceding the match. So even though they did have the advantage of having Dark types, which is always rough, we were able to pull off the win. Basically, Lysander really helped us out there. All right, awesome. So we're going to, yeah, we filled up another one on the Versus ladder there for 70 energy. And that gets us 50 coins, so we're up to 2602. And we're working our way towards 3 more cards here. All right, so let's do one more match, and then we'll open up some booster packs. All right, next opponent is Kiwi137, who uses Psychic and Fighting types. And see who goes first. Looks like they will go first. And we start off with a Gengar. Awesome. We've got a Trubbish that we're going to go up against first. It's got the Hard Charm on it, which won't affect us for now. Let's get more energies with the Professor's Letter. And we'll feed the Gengar. We'll do the Night Attack. Put all 3 onto the Trubbish. Brings it down to 30. They're going to do 10 damage onto the Gengar EX. And they concede the match because we would have just done the Night Attack and wiped it out as well. So 10 from the wheel and 1 for playing. Alright, that was a lot quicker than I expected. So we're going to do one more. We're going to try to do one more. Maybe it's another quick one after this. So a little bit closer. And next opponent will be Fedu Cox. He uses, I think it was Fairy types. Let's see. And we will go first. No basics again. So they get to get 2 extra cards if they wish. And the third time we redrew, we ended up getting that Gengar EX. There it is. And who do they put out? Let's see. Eevee, so it is a Fairy type deck. All right, let's get some energies with the Professor's Letter. We'll draw up 3. We'll feed the Gengar. We'll do a Great Ball. Is there a Litwick? Yes, there is. Let's put him down. Versus Seeker to get that draw 3 right back. And that will do it for us. All right, so let's see. They've got a Spritzy down on their bench. They've got the Eevee. They are going to feed their Spritzy. And then maybe they'll play some trainers, but let's see. I do like the setup right now because we'll evolve into Lampent next turn. Turn after that, we can do an Evo Soda up into the Chandelier. And there's a Xerneas. Very common we see now with the Fairy decks. And they're going to put out the Fairy Garden. That's fine. Basically, any Pokemon with Fairy energies attached to it have no retreat cost. But we are going to get rid of that next turn with the Dimension Valley. Alright, let's evolve into Lampent. We'll draw up 3. We'll save that Evo Soda. We end up drawing a Chandelier anyway, so that's fine. There we go. There's the Dimension Valley. We're going to feed the Gengar EX and the Dark Corridor attack for 60 damage and the knockout on Eevee. Our first prize ends up being an energy. Alright, cool. And next turn we'll be able to switch for free using the special energy that we attach onto what should be a Chandelier, what will hopefully be a Chandelier. And they end up evolving, so they've got the Aromatisse, which shouldn't be able to attack us yet. Always like the teammates card. You can try to get a Rock Art eventually. Don't think they can attack, so that might be everything. There we go. Yep, that's it. Alright, let's evolve into Chandelier. Don't need the Evo Soda. Let's attach a special energy, which gives us the free retreat cost into the Gengar. Dark Corridor attack, 60 damage, and it'll go right back into the Chandelier. And they are not poisoned because of the special energy, the Wonder Energy, which basically prevents us from doing any kind of special conditions onto the Pokemon, the Fairy type that it's attached to. And they evolve their Eevee into Sylveon. And concede the match. Alrighty. So what do we get from the wheel? We get 5 coins there. And 1 for playing. Alright, cool. Screw it. Let's go for one more. One more, and then I promise we'll open up some boosters. There it is. We do end up completing that one. So we get 3 cards. And a little bit closer towards a Roaring Skies booster pack. Alright. And Jime Time looks like will be the final opponent, which uses Water and Colorless. And we will go first. And we start off with a Litwick. Alright. Let's see, what can we do here? There it is. Alright, so let's go ahead and draw 3. We get another Litwick. Let's do Great Ball. We don't end up getting it. Let's do Roller Skates. Does not work. Not good. Alright, that's fine. So we'll do that. We're going to attach the... I don't want to attach the Rock Guard quite yet. I guess we'll extend the turn. I mean, they can attack us next turn with a double colorless energy if they pull one, which they just did. And the Muscle Band, so they are going to knock out Little Litwick. And they get the Roller Skates, of course, and they got a Charon as well. So they're going to knock out Little Litwick, and they're going to get the first prize. Professor's Letter. There it is. They don't have any other bench, so we can't do a Lysander. Draw 3. Oh, that's lucky. Very lucky. We'll buy ourselves at least one more turn. Another Roller Skates. It does work that time. Another Professor's Letter. Let's use it. There we go. Let's use a Great Ball. Is there a Gengar? Yes, there is. Let's put down Gengar. Let's put down the Rock Guard on the Chandelier. I don't want to use the Dimension Valley quite yet. We are going to feed the Chandelier and we're going to end our turn. Alright, so what can that do? Splash Bomb, flip a coin if tails. This does 30 damage to itself for 120, 130, 140 with the Muscle Band. But they can't do it yet because that needs 3 water energies. So they've got 1 down so far. They're going to do another Rapid Spin, which will force us to switch into the Gengar EX. There's the Roller Skates. Let's see if they get it. And they do not. And they're going to do End. So there goes our Dimension Valley and the Lysander. But out of it, we do end up getting another Gengar EX. And another Draw 3 along with the Professor's Letter. So 50 damage onto Chandelier. That's going to do 60 onto the Blastoise EX. And it forces our Gengar EX out. Professor's Letter. Let's get some more energies right back. There it is. And we get another Gengar. Let's get that Draw 3 for next turn. And we will actually feed Gengar EX. And how many energies do I have down there? Just the 1? Alright, so we're just going to do 30 onto the Blastoise EX, brings it down to 90. We're down to 26 in our deck, so we are moving pretty quickly through it, which is awesome. They're going to use another Roller Skates. Let's see if it works for them. It does not work. And they concede the match as well. Alright, what do we get out of this? That's 3 straight concedes. Alright, and mystery prize and a coin. But that does count as a win, so we do move up closer to the booster pack here for Roaring Skies. Alright, I promise this time we are going to go straight into our collection and open up some boosters. Huge thanks to Brokeheads out there for tuning in, for everyone, all subscribers out there, even if you're just watching for the first time, our Patreon supporters, all of it is a great big help. Thank you so much. Here's the first booster. We're going to open up 3 today. Come on, lucky helmets. Alright, no lucky helmet that time. We do get the Energy Recycler. Shuffle 5 basic energies from your discard pile onto your deck. It's good, but I like Energy Retrieval better because it goes, even though it's only 2 energies, it goes straight into your hand. And what's the rare one? Machamp EX. Steaming Mad does 20 times the number of damage counters on this Pokemon. That's really good, actually. And then the Crazy Hammer, if this Pokemon is affected by special conditions, this does 80 more damage. Then remove all special conditions from this Pokemon. That's amazing. Alright, let's open up 2 more. Lucky Helmet, Tyranitar, another Tyranitar Spirit Link, I'll take it. Alright, so we end up getting the new one there is the Vaporeon. Each of your Stage 1 Pokemon in play is now a Water type, in addition to its existing types. And Hydro Splash does 70 damage, and we get, boom! Awesome, there it is, Tyranitar EX. Hammer in does 60 damage, Breakdown does 130, does 10 damage to each of you. So we saw this guy in action already today. But that's who I'm starting to build up a deck towards. So we'll have 2 of them that we'll be using. 1 more booster. Alright, what do we get? Alright, still no lucky helmets. There's the Forest of Giant Plants. Each player's leaf Pokemon can evolve during his or her first turn, or the turn he or she plays those Pokemon. We've got the Reverse Hollow Gyarados. Really cool looking card. Once during your turn, you may use this ability. Both active Pokemon are now poisoned. And then a Special Energy for Flash. Also looking for Dark types, Dark Special Energies. And we end up pulling a Claydol as our rare one. It is a Psychic type. Flip a coin. If heads, discard an energy attached to one of your opponent's active Pokemon for 30 damage. And then rewind, evolve each of your opponent's evolved Pokemon and put the highest stage evolution card onto your opponent's hand. That could be useful, but not something that we're going to put into our deck. Alright, so huge thanks once again. Don't forget to check out the rest of our shows on nerdofmedia.com. Subscribe by clicking on the right hand, the Reasons I'm Broke logo. And thank you so much. We'll see you on the next one.